miss my opportunity here.
Wait.
Oh yeah. What the fuck you doing? Crazy people, huh? Ah, look. It's funny. Dangerous. Ah, it's tempting to kind of go right around up there. It's alright, they don't expect some goofy guy on an e-bike to be coming on the sidewalk, you know what I mean, going on the wrong side of the street. Like, how am I gonna get mad at anybody? Like I said, I don't know, I don't really care anymore. What the hell? Freaking Robert Redford. Saw a trail there, but it just looks like it's just for like construction, something like that. Hey, what's the matter, baby? Go this way. Car behind me. Car's dragging something underneath it. smells like marijuana back here. There's a lot of dispensaries and probably a lot of growers and everything too. Hell, let's just go straight. Halliday Street. Holiday, celebrate. If you took a holiday, took some time to celebrate. For one day. I don't know the words to that song. Madonna, police. Dude, that cop seriously looked like he was like 18. If we took a holiday. So that's, if we didn't have to worry about copyright songs, that's what we could do. We could be playing that song right now in the video. And I'd lose all my subscribers. It's always a little bit, crazy. These songs. Look at this scooter stashed right here. What the heck's this about? The scooter stash? Is there somebody sleeping right here? And this is there. So what's the deal with that scooter? I don't see a human. Unless the human is in the truck and then they're just sleeping in the cab, but I don't see anybody. And then they could be in this trash can and they parked there. But the scooter has a light blinking like as if it's stolen. Is there a person back there? We gotta look. Might be a person right there. Let's go. It's kind of bizarre. Alright. Kind of strange. Maybe they crashed into the bushes and they got ejected in there. Hard to say. They had zebra stripes on their scooter. Maybe that was like an old safari scooter. Orale. What the heck was that? Hey. Watch what you're doing. OC commuter needs to pay attention. It's dangerous. Oh yeah, so the song of the day I forgot to mention is Holiday. And the reason why it's the song of the day is because it's trapped in my head. And the reason why it's trapped in my head is I'm insane. No, the reason why is because when I was riding home yesterday, I turned onto Halliday Street in Santa Ana off of, can't remember which street I was on. But yeah, at one point I ended up on Halliday and that song got stuck in my head. But yeah, who knows? I mean, I don't know where this stuff comes from, but what was worse, so I know it sounds like a terrible song, and I don't know if like life, like like if it's a reemergence of like some kind of cycle that you go through, and maybe like I'm cycling through a certain period in my life, you know, where I was, where these things were subconsciously getting stored into, it's like, maybe it's like I need to empty out my recycle, like my trash bin from the 80s. I don't know. Because the song before that was Secret Lover. Secret Lover from, I don't remember who sings it, but songs that have absolutely no relevance in my life. Like I've never been like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Madonna, Celebrate, or Secret Lover. Like that's never been my jam ever. I promise. I mean, I was just a child when that stuff came out. I was just a young child. I would have had no reason to be listening to those jams. So I would really like to go super fast right here, but at this time of day, it's just, it's not a good idea. So we'll just have to kind of keep it. I can stop pretty fast, but you just never know. Somebody could pop out, boom, and then it's just not worth it. It's better just to go at a moderate speed. There's the police. I don't think I'm supposed to be going through campus on this e-bike. They don't know though. I could be a professor. There they are right there. Oh man. There's more right there. They must have had a meeting. Look at these guys. Let's go by them and see if they get upset. No, they're not. They're just, so they must have a meeting down here in the morning with the security. Interesting. They probably think I'm a professor. Okay, so today I thought about something last night. So I've had this challenge of this time of day is challenging time of day to get good footage because of the low light situation, which I think we've done good, for the most part. I mean, it's a little bit better than having to riding in the complete darkness. But we're gonna kind of do a lot of things like what I'm doing right now, on and off the sidewalks, and kind of some random maneuvering, because so I never even thought about this. So I normally record in 4K, but for these low light situations, we don't want to go 1080p, but we don't have to go 4K. And so what I discovered is if I go 2K, as a viewer, you're not going to see a difference, but it has way more advantages. So the immediate advantages are, so if I film at 2K, I can, in 30 frames, I'm always using the low light enhancement in the morning. And that's the only way I'm really able to get away with these low light videos. So what I did is, what I realized is so in 4K, you can't use Rocksteady Plus, you have to use Rocksteady, which is the stabilization. And you, obviously you can only do 30 frames. And then in 4K, you can only use the wide view. You can't use ultra wide view, which is the view I like to use. And so it's kind of limiting. You're making a lot of compromises. But if I go in 2K, 30 frames, I can use ultra wide view, and I can use Rocksteady Plus, which is the ultimate stabilization. And I don't think that there's going to be any compromises at all with the quality of the footage. So that's what this is kind of what we're doing here. Oh, banana. Oh no, that was a grapefruit. So we're at the Orange Metrolink station. Look at all this jasmine. Wonderful. Wonderful. At the train station, you can tell when people are waiting for the train and then they see somebody like me cruising through. You can see they're like, oh great, here comes, like, when you're at the train station, you just never know, like, you're just waiting for your train, you just never know who's gonna come disrupt your morning reverie. It's very common for people to come through on bikes that are maybe a little off kilter, and it costs you for some reason or another. So you can tell, like, people are like, oh man, I hope this guy doesn't stop and try to talk to me. He looks like a crazy person. So, man. Oh, here's this guy again. Main Street, leaving Orange and getting into Santa Ana. Lots of traffic right now. I checked the messages on my phone, but I didn't check the time. 6:57. Oh. Dollar Tree. Wow, Dollar Tree is in full effect right now. Yeah, this used to be a pretty serious hangout, and then they had kicked everybody out. That's when it was, I think it was like a 99-cent store. And then they went out of business, and it looks like Dollar Tree took over all of them. And it looks like everybody's back. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're on Sycamore. Zacchaeus. I think we can go. It looks safe. So this parking structure right here, there used to always be a security car in here. I don't see one. Pretty dark. I don't have my headlamp on. Need to adjust my back brake. Cars hauling ass right here coming in this lane. Oh, they slowed down. 300. So I'm gonna go through the alley like I used to. I'm just noticing that like all the street activities are slowly coming back. It was had really died down for a while. And now it's picking back up. So through this alley, like starting at, I don't know the name of that street over there, but that was like what I would consider and call like a drop-off spot. And that's why like a lot of people were always gathered around there, and then it died down, and now I think it's back. So I want to see if that's true, or if that was just a day where it just was a freak, whatever, you know what I mean? Do an evaluation. This is normal kids going to school. So this has always been right here. This car has been here for a long time. The van, this RV, this has all been here. But right here, this whole parking lot right here used to always be full of people. And then of course back here behind these apartments, definitely not like it was, but it's kind of re-emerging. Over here, look at that. Some good footage. It goes through this strange little alley right here. Oh, look at all those milk crates. Look at all those milk crates. Look at that. For my bike. Let's go check out the roosters. Where's them roosters? That's right. That's right. Watch out right here. Eye contact. Eye contact's a must. You're in a situation where you've got somebody that's potentially going to pull out and you can't see their eyes, then don't trust it. Slow down and get ready to stop, because unless you can make eye contact with the driver, you gotta pretty much assume that they're gonna just pull out and not see you. Interesting pair of dudes. The Wired Freedom. It's not. I mean, it's only a couple $1,000, but who's fucking honking? Honking at who, man? It's crazy. Anyway, so the Wired is they came out, I think, with a new line of bikes that are like 72 volts, so they're a little on the higher end. But I watched the Bike Cave, which I don't really watch too often, but I started watching his videos recently. So the Bike Cave, he's pretty cool. He gets a lot of bikes. He's like putting out bike reviews on a pretty regular basis. I know it starts right here. My God, look at all these cars. Phone's about ready to fall out of my pocket. So it looks like we only have to cross one lane instead of two. traffic is backed all the way up, which is nice, kind of. Oh man, we have an accident in the middle of the intersection. It doesn't look good. This chick's not paying any attention. All right, so what's the fastest way? So this morning, I saw a biker getting harassed here on MacArthur for, I don't know why. I'm assuming for being in the street, but I really don't know. So this is probably the fastest way, I would say at this point. It's just to stay here on MacArthur, but it's kind of, man, it's a little bit dangerous. Be patient. Got traffic merging from Main Street. So when you're in a hurry, I'm about 30 minutes behind of my schedule. So when you're in a hurry, you almost have to just relax and pretend that you're not in a hurry. Because otherwise you can just invite a whole just gnarly chain of events. And then mentally, you know, you won't have to deal. Jeez, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, otherwise you become impatient and bad things happen. So we'll just have to kind of take it easy here. Be one with the chaos. So last night we watched Andor. Man, what an intense show. I'm really loving the television shows we've been watching lately. So between Andor and The Last of Us, it's been amazing. Look at this guy against the grain. I love it. Against the grain. Oh my God. It's almost our turn already. This light's pretty fast. That guy, he just bypassed it. Now I gotta pass him again. Now he's putting my life in jeopardy now. Go around him. sure I'm I'm sure I'm gonna hit this red light too. Oh my God, dude. Wow, what a dumbass. I really don't know what the fastest way is at this point. This guy's gonna do his move again. But to do his move, he's gotta go way, way, way over there. He's still gonna do, he's committed to it. He's going all the way around the center median to try to beat traffic. I don't know what this overpass situation is right now. Seems like every time I'm going east to west, I'm going through can't shake these nerves, man. You know, I'm worried. I got caught up at work too, so I'm running 30 minutes late. Man. Got a car on my bumper. Switch to the sidewalk. Uh-oh, we got a human. Okay, we're gonna jump out behind this car. But I gotta watch for people popping out right here. I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but I watched a sad story about I think I did. Somebody got doored, I think it was in Florida, on an e-bike. They ended up passing away. I don't know if they didn't have a helmet on or what. Danger everywhere, my friends. I think every single day I'm in a situation, no matter how cautiously I ride, that's it's like a continuous life or death situation. Like, and that's not even being dramatic. Like, if I'm not, you always have to be alert, like all the time. There's never, the moment you start like drifting off, like, oh, look at this guy on this bike. It's two kids on an e-bike with about 20 cars behind him. The kid on the back is on his cell phone texting. The driver is got this big old smile on his face. Man. You know what's a crazy place is I watched a mountain bike video when these guys went to I can't remember the name of the city, but it was a city in India. And like, there's no lanes, there's no stop signs, no turn signals. There's bikes and cars with trailers and big trucks and dogs in the street and kids in the street. It's just total chaos. I wish I could remember the name of the city. Guy. Bet you he rides an e-bike. And it's just, I love it like when people are cool, man. That's the way I want to be. I just want to be that type of person that's like, when people see me, they go, man, that guy is cool. He's a good dude. Like, that's how I want to be. I don't know. I mean, I think it's open for interpretation, but whether they are or aren't accurate, I mean, dialing in your assertiveness and your optimism is not a bad idea. I think the assertiveness is definitely accurate, for sure. Optimism, like, I feel like I'm pretty optimistic, but at the same time, you know, we're gonna work through it and see if it's true or not. I guess the fact that I'm so nervous about this whole thing going on with my house would allude to the fact that I'm not optimistic. But I guess being nervous doesn't mean you're not optimistic. Bad intersection too. Let's try to make it. We're gonna have to deal with people getting on the freeway and everything. We're gonna go into sidewalk mode now. Wow, dangerous. Gotta stay ahead of the traffic here. Oh man. Bad news there. Bad decision. Nah, it was the right one. Alright, so this is going to be the hard one to cross, right here. Okay. We're in the wrong, they put this crosswalk in the wrong spot, man. Okay, we're good. That was the hardest one to cross. This is all gravy from here. Alright, now we gotta check my text to see if my wife's mad at me, because I should have been home a long time ago. That's part of it. We got a bunch of more stuff going on. 39 minutes. Not the best, but not the worst. The afternoons always take longer, no matter which route you take. Traffic does affect e-biking as well. Oh great, we have the police here. We're gonna pretend we're the type of people that pedal all the time on their e-bikes. So it looks like he's putting his gloves on. He must be busting somebody. Probably got homeless people back here. Yeah, that's the case. He does. He does have homeless people back in there. Whoa, whoa, whoa.